Okay. That's still
That's really cute, Mary. I like that.
I do too.
I
Looks
did
really
that
good.
all by myself, just so that you know.
I'm proud of you.
Looks really good.
So we couldn't end up the year with A Brave New World. We just simply could not do that.
Fair.
So what we're going to do is going to end up on the year on a book that we have found humorous, put a smile on his face, made us happy. All right. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So who wants to go first with their book?
Um, oh, and there are only
I
three.
don't care.
Only three. I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. Of course, it's an Audible book.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And it's Fever Beach by Carl Hyacin.
Fever Beach.
Okay. I like him as an author because he deals in the ridiculousness. So he takes things that are like happening and he just goes that one extra step to make it ridiculous.
Okay.
That's what I enjoy about his books. I have not read a book of his that I disliked.
Okay.
This particular book follows a couple of people.
Mm-hmm.
There's always somebody who really gets what they deserve in the book. Always. So that's another thing I like about the book. So who gets what he deserves is it's been a while since it's been a couple of weeks since I actually read the book. Figaro, whatever his name. He's the bad guy in the book. All right. Apparently, he was kicked out of being from the Oath Keepers and Proud Boys for being too stupid.
Okay.
Okay. And started his own group.
Oh boy.
Okay. So he has his band of merry men who are really just a bunch of very angry people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not very honorable people. They turn on each other. And at the end of the book, he really and truly gets what is deserved. I don't want to give away like any endings or anything. You have to read the book. He's in league with congressmen who this is all happens in Florida. Okay.
Okay.
So a congressman who is not very smart himself, a legacy, and he sort of sets them up because he wants to win the next election, and somehow during the last election, he actually lost his home district.
Oh.
All right. Which really is very telling. I don't care where you lose your home district.
Yeah.
Those are the people who actually know you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yes.
anytime a politician doesn't bring their home district, that's a huge red flag for me.
Yeah.
So he gets involved with a couple who get around the whole laws for like donating to charities by sending monies to like fake charities.
Right.
Okay. So his militia, and that gets the attention of now. This is the head of his association. Put it there. Okay. His tenant is a Spanish woman who takes no crap, puts him in his place on a very regular basis. This guy's mother is not happy with him either. And regularly, because she's a boxer, will knock him out from time to time. And when his tenant gets annoyed with him, she calls his mother, and she tells on him to his mother, whatever. So again, all of the ridiculousness. Okay. And so the fake charity, she is like a secretary, a receptionist for, and she doesn't like the fact that she figures out what exactly is going on. Her boyfriend is an environmentalist. who probably would make places like PETA and Greenpeace make them seem like very tame organizations.
Oh boy.
Okay? So all of these things all collide. There are all these separate tracks that are going on, and they all collide at the end. And again, there's people who get their happy ending, people who end up in jail, and it's a
That
fun,
seems fitting. That seems very fitting, I think.
it's a fun
Right?
read.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, I like his stories. So if he comes out with another book, I'm going to end up reading that as well too. So I highly recommend. If you're looking for something that is not going to tax your brain, right? You're going to smile at the ridiculousness of the whole situation. People get what they deserve. This is the book then for you. So Fever Beach by Carl Hyde.
I like that part.
Yeah.
I like that part. Get what they deserve, right? Like when the book actually,
when it
Yeah.
delivers on the like, there's got to be some reckoning. There's got to be some reckoning in
So
there
the reckoning is there all around. So everybody gets, really what it comes down to it is everybody gets what they deserve at the end.
Okay.
That sounds like a very satisfying book.
Sounds wild.
It is.
Like,
It sounds wild.
It's a wild ride, but I recommend.
Okay, that sounds pretty wild.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. Okay. I like it.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'm gonna go last.
I can.
Go for it, Denise.
You're gonna go last.
I'm gonna go last.
She's like, I'm just gonna stay quiet until the next person. So my humor book, it's been a long time since I read it. So I just have to say that. I didn't have time to reread it, but I still like, everyone knows that I love my self-assessment books and my self-help books and all those things. And the one that really stood out to me is You're a Badass by Jennifer Sincero.
Mm-hmm.
And I love when authors, and what I love about it is it makes it relatable. When you read a story and you hear their journey, or you hear them, whatever their experience was, when they can laugh and be lighthearted about it, and it's not so do this, this, and this, and you're going to get this, or just, love bombing in general and saying, oh my gosh, everything's perfect. I love when there's a reality to it. Another book that I also really enjoyed was like Girl Wash Your Face. I forget who the author was, but that was another one that was, I love when you can relate to the author in their journey and they make it humorous and they make it not so stuffy and not all the things that you need to do to get to that. So mine was You're a Badass.
All right, I like that book too. And it's been many years since I've read that book as well. And when it's been many years and you could remember a story she told, you remember the story about the goats?
No.
Yes.
I haven't read it. So.
Okay. And you can remember one of her stories and the point she was trying to make. And it has got to be, I don't know, 8, 9. I read the book when it first came out. So it's a long
It's been a while.
Yeah,
I do remember.
Me too.
Yeah.
So when you can remember a story from a book that you read, like, I don't know, a decade ago, that's a really good book. I enjoyed that book.
Mm-hmm. And I like all of her, and she builds on that, right? She still takes that and holds. She has she has different books out, and sometimes they don't hold the same humor merit that obviously the original one did, but but she still keeps that amongst all of her books, and it really, I think it helps when, like I said, things are relatable. When you can say, oh my gosh, I've had these moments, or you can laugh at yourself, or you hear someone who's laughing at themselves and it makes it okay to make mistakes, or it makes it okay to move forward and have these, and I love also books that are very straightforward. That is huge for me. I like when I can, we just saw Gary Vee in person, and like I love when things are just straightforward and not sugar coated, but then there's that relatability to it, and you can see yourself and you don't feel alone.
Yeah.
I laugh at myself a lot, so and I try to get all my employees and everyone in my life to laugh at themselves too. Like, don't be so serious. If you fall or trip or you do whatever, you learn these things. Don't take life so serious. So I got a lot out of that book by being to hear the same things and the stories and to be able to take my own experiences and be like, this makes sense.
And also with that book, I read that book at a time when I was first getting out of my own way. And Sacheen, this is going all the way back to our Amethyst Mahoney days.
Oh, wow. That is a long way. Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
that is the book that really helped me get out of my own way.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend it. And that was one of the books that I had physical copy of.
Mm-hmm.
And when I find books that I really like, really, really like, I give them away. So I don't even have that book anyway, which is part of the
Me
reason why I
too.
like Audible books so much. Is because I can recommend them, but they're
Right.
still in my library.
Right.
Yes. I
And
give
then,
mine away too.
if
Uh-huh.
somebody is sitting with my copy of You're Badass, I don't know who has it, to be honest, but somebody does.
Mhm.
Hey,
And
Pedro.
hopefully they pass it forward.
Well, yeah, well, that's one of the things, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do this whole when you this whole book club started because I had brought Denise on for Sundays with Mary, which was a very brief detour, and we did book club. And just the idea of just being able to share some of the books that we love, and to maybe steer away people away from books that maybe are just more hype than anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
It's a good way to put it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I get the pleasure of reviewing Mary's latest, well, not latest because I just got the latest in the mail,
Yeah.
but Mary's book. But I want to take you back to the cozy 90s when the Chicken Soup for the Soul series came out, and everybody and their grandmother was reading Chicken Soup for the Soul. And then they did something pretty fantastic. They came out with Chicken Soup for the Pet Lover's Soul. And those might be their most successful books because people and their pets and their affinity for pets as family is just a story that resonates. So when I got tapped to proofread A Spirited Life, I was so stoked because I'm a total pet lover and I've had pets my whole life. I adore pets of all kinds, and I happen to be really good friends with the author.
And yeah, just a really it's anyone who is thinking about writing a book and needs somebody to proofread. Sacheen is
I'll take a hatchet.
yeah, Sacheen is she's proofread now two of my books,
Too. Yeah. Hmm.
two of my books.
So
Good to know. That's on my list is to write a book for 2026 maybe. We're gonna see how that goes. So good to know, Sacheen.
yeah, I'm available. So A Spirited Life takes us into the life not of Mary, but of Spirit. And to know Spirit is to absolutely remember why you do not want to own a particular breed of dog. Because it is a walk through the life of the life of a dog who finds his voice while also losing his sight, who finds his family through many trials and tribulations. Mary was mom number three, I think.
Yep.
Um, it is a love story from a dog's perspective on what it feels like to be found, to find your home. And it's such a warm story, which is why I went back to Chicken Soup for the Soul. Because somebody out there is going to be like, my blah, 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 I read the Chicken Soup for the Soul. My mother had the Chicken Soup for the Pet Lover's Soul books. And when I read A Spirited Life the very first time, I thought, this is what that feels like. That moment when you find something that is so resonant and it speaks to you on a level that makes you go, I want someone. So I got a copy from my mother, who is a dog lover, and she has her copy. And I just think that any dog that looks like this at one point in time, so the adventures of Spirit are so much so that you're like, my life isn't nearly as interesting as this dog's was. it wasn't nearly, my life isn't nearly as cool as this dog's life was when it found his mom number three and got accepted into the family. And so, though in the end we lose Spirit, by the end you feel like Spirit was part of your family. You feel like you learned a lot of lessons, and you realize that when the song of their people comes calling, you might want to think twice about getting this breed of dog.
Okay, and I will say this. I blame, blame, for those who know her on Facebook, Bernie Rogers breeds and shows. Well, she doesn't show. In fact, I don't even think she breeds anymore. But she breeds working Siberian Huskies. Okay. And she was always en route when I lived in New York. She was en route between New York and Atlanta because Spirit used to come to the conferences when he could. Okay.
Right.
So we would always make a pit stop at Bernie, who warned me about getting a husky. Okay. So anyway, um, Spirit never made a sound in the tub, please, never, until she met those huskies right there.
That's, I was like, I can find that picture. I know I can find that picture because I'm thinking, yep,
Those
the
were
song of her
huskies.
people started in this chapter. Chapter
They
15.
set him straight on what it was to be a husky. Okay. And then after that, there was no going back. He had
So
his card carrying husky card. And I blame her. That was totally Bernie's fault.
if you've never had the joy of hearing the song of their people, read the book
Well,
and then
honestly,
decide.
people who are listening, they're all pet dog groomers. So yeah, they are highly
Yeah.
familiar with what huskies sound like.
So this was a good book for me to get a chance to preview, to help edit, but also we don't have any pets right now because we've just been in transit for a few years, and so I don't believe in bringing in a new family member until we have the time, the space, and the energy to actually adapt them to our family. But to get the chance to read this book and to share this book was really important for me, to be able to give to my mom because she's a huge dog lover. She owns two Shih Tzus, and she truly is a huge dog lover, but also because I just like a good story. And A Spirited Life is just a good story. So I recommend that if you have a pet lover in your world, I totally think that you should get this book. And if you're not a big chicken soup for the soul person, it's like David Sedaris for husky lovers. So
Okay,
it's like David
I like
Sedaris,
that.
but
I
there's
like
a
that.
husky in the mix.
I will go with that.
Yeah,
Maybe next time when I market it, I'm going to market it exactly like that.
yeah. So just in case you don't know where to get it,
Ah!
just saying, just in case you don't know where to
Actually,
get
no,
it.
no, that's no longer valid.
Oh, okay. Then ignore that. See, not
Okay,
even there.
because
Blank.
I changed the site. You can get it at spiriteddog.com. That's my website. Just click on books. All the books are there.
Okay. So
And
that's my review of A
th-
Spirited Life.
thank you, thank you. Um,
Who doesn't like a dog in a bow tie? I mean, he was so dapper, so dapper, and so like seriously, who
all right, because
else could go through life blue and make it look good? It was just that's a
you know,
face
if we're getting,
that everybody should love. All right.
I could talk for a really long time. Spirit was one of my heart dogs,
Yeah.
and I say
You
one
can
of my
tell in
heart
the book.
dogs. You know, and he was just a clown, a character. He lived up to. He was really a husky. He
That comes through in the book.
Yeah, he owned the trade shows. I don't know, Denise, did you ever meet him?
So here's fun facts. Mary and I randomly would see each other on Facebook, and I don't even know how you and I sort of like crossed paths. I don't know how this all started. And she had said, I happened to be going to Groomed, and she had said, come say hi to me. And that was huge, right? I'm like, what? So scared. And she had Spirit there. And
Oh.
that was the the icebreaker that made it not so, because it was so easy to go talk to a dog,
Well,
right?
yeah.
Like even though like it was so weird, I was like, sorry, Mary, I was like avoiding you because I didn't know what to do, and I'm like, this is weird, and I'm like, it was odd for me, and no, actually, Spirit, I met Spirit, and my son met Spirit. Aiden was, gosh, it was his 12th birthday, maybe. So like it was, nope. I met him at groomed.
All right,
So fun facts, Mary. I was too nervous to actually go talk to you. I had to talk to your dog first. So
that's okay.
funny story how things work out.
You remember how he was decorated? Usually in grooms,
Maybe.
he was wearing something. Meaning,
Is it in the book?
I don't remember. Yeah,
he
I'm
was
sure I have a picture somewhere too.
blue. He was multicolored.
Oh, yeah.
Angela Company got a hold of him a couple of times. Yeah, that was that. I don't think you saw him there. I think that was early on. But there's a picture of him with Angela Company with he's got googly eyes and
I mean, this is absolutely the best picture ever. So,
Right?
the Smurf look.
and somebody actually asked her what kind of dog was he. She had never seen a blue dog before. Wanted to know if the breeder was local.
All right. Well, and what did you say?
No, that was at when he was being boarded. That was the vet tech who colored him.
Oh,
She
yeah.
and
Yeah,
this
that's a great story.
particular story
Uh-huh.
okay, was that it was Fourth of July weekend that, and I'm like, I don't want a whole big deal on him. The ears red and the tail's blue. He's a white dog, and he's gonna do that. Okay. But then he decided he had his full husky card at this point. So she ended up spilling the red dye on him. Okay. But which I found out later as the blue was fading into pink. Okay. Didn't have enough red to do entirely. So she had to cover him entirely in blue.
Hence the Smurf.
Hence the Smurf.
Yes, it's a great story.
So
Mhm.
I miss that dog. I cannot tell you how much I miss that dog. His memorial garden is like right outside this window over here.
Mhm.
So, anywho, we're going to start up again in January. We're going to be looking to go twice a month. The dates are going to be on my website on the calendar. And we're going to start off January with a book that Denise recommended. What's the name of the book, Denise?
Disrupt everything? Is it disrupt everything? I'm reading it. I should know this. Disrupt
everything.
Disrupt everything.
everything.
I know you picked the book.
I know, right? I
Disrupt
don't remember
everything
titles.
and win. I've already read the book. Well, actually, I already listened to the book.
I
I'm
have
almost
not
done.
listened to it yet, but I will be. I'll get there by January.
Okay, so everybody enjoy your holidays, and we will see everybody in the new year. All of these podcasts, these live streams are uploaded as a podcast as well. And so enjoy the holidays. We'll see you.